me now bring on board the Shipping Secretary, Mr. K. Mohandas. Mr. Mohandas, morning. This is Nikunj Dalmia joining me from the Mumbai studio. First, a word on the shipping industry. The global shipping industry currently is in a mess. Prices are down and the BDI, which is the Baltic Dry Index, has touched a multi-year low. What is your outlook for shipping industry and for the port industry for this year?
See, this is a global phenomenon in which we really do not have any control. It is basically a function of the supply-demand situation in the shipping industry. So the market forces will determine the indices, and unfortunately the performance is poor as of now, and we'll have to wait and watch how long the situation lasts.
Mr. Mohandas, the industry as such is also facing various headwinds and is also awaiting announcements of various policies like, the dredging policy, coastal policy, MC norms. By when can we expect some announcement on these fronts?
And as far as the development of ports is concerned, there is a lot of activity taking place. The policies are either there or are under under active preparation, which means that they would be out very soon. For the PPP projects, which is the main mode of execution of port expansion as of now, there are well settled policies and very clearly laid down procedures. Now, as far as the captive policy is concerned, we already have something in the public domain, which is of course a draft, but it is going to be finalized very soon, and this will definitely be of help to the user industries who can set up captive berths in the major ports. As far as the other policy interventions are concerned, one important requirement is a new land policy, which again is at a very advanced stage of preparation. It should come out very soon, which would mean that the port land can be profitably used by the port users. There are definitely a few other things on the anvil. Most of this has been based on the maritime agenda, which is a vision for the decade 2010 to 2020, which we brought out more than a year back, and lots of things that were envisaged in the maritime agenda are now happening.
Mr. Mohandas, a draft cabinet note proposing reintroduction of shipping subsidy was circulated to various ministries for a comment. What's the development on that front?
Proposals for incentivizing shipbuilding are yet to be finalized. We do have definite proposals in the ministry, but then this involves interministerial consultations and decision making. So we are continuing with the process, and we would be discussing with the various other ministries and coming out with an appropriate package without much delay.
A word on shipping subsidy. Shipping subsidy encourages shipbuilding activity in India, but is it important to introduce shipping subsidy at a time when the entire industry is grappling with problem of overcapacity?
See, the subsidy scheme which was there was discontinued in 2007, and ever since then the ministry has been working on a new subsidy package. It is true that as on today the shipbuilding companies globally are not doing that great, and this is because the orders are coming down. They have come down, but then this is a cyclic phenomenon in the shipping industry, and it is to be expected that the revival of the industry will take place very soon. Very soon, of course, doesn't mean that it's going to happen this year or the next year. It may take 2 years, 3 years, but if we are to be prepared to capture a good percentage of the market when the revival takes place, we have to start preparation now. So that is the relevance of our planning and preparation at this point of time.
Mr. Mohandas, the industry is also demanding a 30% shipbuilding subsidy, as they believe it would completely wipe out the systemic risk and bring them at par with their global peers. What, according to you, is an optimum subsidy level?
No, we have looked at it. In fact, for various types of ships, it may be necessary to have varying levels of subsidy. But then when you prepare a scheme, you'll have to peg the subsidy at some level. The overall position is that subsidies are not generally favored or supported, and the government has been phasing out subsidies as well. But because of the very special nature of the shipbuilding industry, the multiplier effect that it has, the impact it has on creating massive employment in this country and adding to the overall economic activity and to the industrial production, this definitely has to be supported appropriately. But then this is something which has to be considered by the various arms of the government. The level of subsidies is a question of detail which will be decided at the appropriate time.
And finally, Mr. Mohandas, is the Government of India looking at exploring the option of divesting stake in SCI and Dredging Corporation of India?
No, there is no proposal now for disinvestment in the Shipping Corporation or the Dredging Corporation or any other company now. As everybody is aware, the Shipping Corporation had a 10% disinvestment last year, and there is no new proposal.